All right, give me a little tour of the truck here. One of the nicest features is this chrome bumper. But take a look at the condition overall of everything. You got rough spots. This side you can see the hubcaps have been painted. Rough spot.
Number 1. The 1984 Ford F-150 FX2 Pickup, listed at $2,750 and located in San Luis Obispo, California. Here we have a classic American workhorse, the 1984 Ford F-150 FX2 Pickup. With 150,000 miles on the odometer and paired with an automatic transmission, this truck represents that era when vehicles were built tough, simple, and designed to last. The seller describes honestly, this is a 40-year-old truck. That means it's not perfect, but that's also where its charm lies. The engine and transmission are in working order, but like many old carbureted trucks, she takes a little patience. You'll need a few bursts of cranking, 1 to 3 attempts of around 10 seconds, to get her fired up. The seller even mentions that a new carburetor would smooth things out and make her purr the way she should. Inside, you'll find what you'd expect from a survivor truck of this vintage. The seat has a rip, the dash has a few pieces missing, and there's no air conditioning. But every imperfection is part of the story, a reminder that this F-150 has lived a long life and still has plenty more to give. The brakes do their job, though the pedal requires a firm push. It's not showroom perfect, but it's not pretending to be. On the outside, the truck carries its age proudly. There are cosmetic faults, both interior and exterior, but the body has that unmistakable Ford look, rugged, straightforward, and ready for work. This isn't the kind of truck you buy to keep under a cover. It's the kind you drive, wrench on, and slowly bring back to life while enjoy along the way. The beauty of a truck like this is in its potential. With some elbow grease, a few repairs, and maybe a little cosmetic love, this F-150 could easily become a dependable daily driver, a weekend project, or even a head-turner at local meets. And unlike today's modern trucks packed with electronics, this one is straightforward. A truck you can actually work on in your own garage without complicated tools or computers. At just $2,750, located in San Luis Obispo, California, this pickup is priced to sell. Trucks from the early 1980s are gaining attention among collectors and enthusiasts, especially those who want a classic they can afford and still enjoy driving. For someone who appreciates vintage Fords, this is a chance to grab a solid piece of history before prices climb higher. This 1984 Ford F-150 FX2 is not about perfection. It's about potential, character, and the satisfaction of bringing an old truck back to its full glory. If you're looking for a project with heart, one that can grow with you as you restore and refine it, then this could be the right truck to start your journey. Number 2. The 1979 Ford F-150 XLT Pickup, listed at $5,200 and located in Trail, Oregon. Here's a true classic from the final years of the 6th-generation body style, the 1979 Ford F-150 XLT Super Cab 4x4. This truck, showing 151,472 miles on the odometer and equipped with an automatic transmission, carries with it that rugged, no-nonsense personality Ford trucks were famous for. Under the hood, you'll find a dependable 351M engine, paired with an automatic transmission and 4-wheel drive. It's the kind of setup that made these trucks ideal for work, towing, or venturing off-road, and this one still has that capability. The seller notes it runs and drives. with a recent oil change and a rebuilt carburetor, which means it's already had some fresh attention to keep it moving strong. Comfort features for its time include air conditioning, something not always common in late 70s pickups. That detail adds to its appeal, reminding us that the XLT was the upscale trimback in its day, designed to combine toughness with a little extra refinement. Now, as with many trucks over 40 years old, there are areas that need work. The seller is upfront about rust in the floor and drip rails. The floor pans will need replacement, and the drip rail will need to be patched. But structurally, this truck remains a solid candidate for restoration. The body line still showed the classic F-150 look, bold, squared off, and instantly recognizable. The interior, while not fully detailed in the listing, likely shares that same vintage charm. Simple gauges, big bench seating, and the utilitarian feel of a truck built to get the job done. For collectors and enthusiasts, these imperfections are opportunities, a chance to bring the truck back to life piece by piece, and to shape it into something personal. At just $5,200 or best offer, located in Trail, Oregon, this F-150 represents an affordable entry into the world of classic 4x4 pickups. Trucks from the late 70s are gaining recognition for their durability and style, and values continue to rise as fewer solid examples remain. Whether you're looking for a reliable weekend project, a platform for a full restoration, or just a rugged old truck to enjoy as is, this one checks the boxes. With its rebuilt carburetor, working drivetrain, and that unmistakable Ford DNA, it's ready for the right buyer to take the wheel and decide its future. This 1979 Ford F-150 XLT isn't perfect, but it doesn't need to be. It's a foundation with character, a truck that has already proven its strength over 4 decades and is waiting for the next owner to write the next chapter in its story. Number 3. The 1979 Chevrolet C10 Custom Deluxe, listed at $5,800 and located in Houston, Texas. Here's a true classic from the golden era of square body trucks, a 1979 Chevrolet C10 Custom Deluxe short bed, offered at a very approachable price point of $5,800 or best offer. This truck has 11,500 miles showing on the odometer, and it comes with an automatic transmission paired to the tried-and-true 350 small block V8 and 350 transmission, a combination that has become almost legendary among Chevy enthusiasts. The seller makes it clear this truck runs, drives, and has no major mechanical issues. The suspension feels smooth, it's a turnkey driver, and yes, you can bring your mechanic to check it out. It's a solid candidate for anyone looking for a classic short bed that you can cruise immediately while deciding how far to take the restoration. This C10 has already received some worthwhile updates. It sits on new tires all around, and a new carburetor has been installed. The only immediate thing it needs is a battery. The seller mentions he currently uses his own daily battery to keep it running, so buyers will need to bring one along. But once installed, it's ready to hit the road. Now, as with any truck of this vintage, there are some expected flaws. The body shows a few rust spots, nothing unusual for a 1979 truck, and nothing that can't be repaired with some basic bodywork. The seller is upfront about this, making sure buyers understand it's part of the package at this price. Inside, the interior panels need a few screws, and the driver's side window regulator is manual and requires some attention to function properly. Still, everything else appears presentable, and the truck overall is in decent condition for its age. The paperwork is straightforward as well. This truck comes with a clean Louisiana title and is located in Houston, Texas. For those concerned about hidden issues, the seller emphasizes again, it's a running, driving truck that's ready for you to test drive and evaluate on the spot. What makes this listing exciting is the potential. With its short bed configuration, solid drivetrain, and clean title. This Chevy is an excellent starting point for someone who wants to build a truly standout project. Whether you're envisioning a factory-style restoration, a Restomod with modern upgrades, or even a slammed street truck, the foundation is here. At under $6,000, it's hard to find another square-body Chevy with this much potential. The seller is even open to trades, giving more flexibility to anyone eager to strike a deal. But he also makes it clear, don't waste time if you're not serious. This is a truck for someone who knows the value of a 1979 C10 and is ready to make it theirs. In the world of classic trucks, these square-body Chevrolets are only getting more desirable. With the right vision, the C10 Custom Deluxe could easily transform into a head-turner. But even as it sits, it's a reliable driver and a great entry point into classic ownership.
Give that little gap and I'll get back in the back.
Number 4, the 1966 Ford F-150 long bed, listed at $9,500 and located in Logan, Ohio. This truck is a true piece of American history, carrying with it nearly 6 decades of character and charm. With only 74,753 miles on the odometer, it's a remarkable survivor from the era when trucks were built for durability and simplicity. Under the hood, it's powered by the reliable 352 V8 engine paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, giving you that raw, hands-on driving experience that classic truck enthusiasts love. This F-250 also came well-equipped for its time, featuring factory air conditioning. Yes, it's all complete and still in place, though it will need a recharge to blow cold again. Alongside that, it comes with factory power brakes, adding a level of comfort and drivability that wasn't always common in work trucks of the 60s. The seller notes that this truck is in really good condition overall. It runs, it drives, and it's turnkey ready, meaning you can enjoy it as is today. Whether you want to cruise around town, take it to car meets, or dive into a full restoration, this F-250 gives you options. Its solid foundation makes it a great candidate for a restoration project, but it's also perfectly capable of being enjoyed the way it sits. On the outside, the truck proudly wears its age with honest character, and inside, it holds on to that vintage charm you can only get from a truck that has stood the test of time. With the clean title in hand, it's ready for its next caretaker. The seller is asking $9,500 cash and is also open to trades for old hot rods, street rods, or rat rods, though as they put it, cash is king. For anyone looking to own a piece of Ford's heavy-duty history, this 1966 F-250 long bed is a strong candidate. Trucks like this don't come around every day in such complete and running condition. Whether you want a solid weekend cruiser, a platform for a custom build, or simply a classic that's turnkey ready, this one checks all the boxes. Number 5, the 1979 Ford F-150 Custom, listed at $12,500 and located in Willows, California. This late 70s F-Series is a shining example of a well-kept, nicely maintained classic pickup. With just 94,000 miles on the odometer, this F-150 is powered by the dependable 302 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a C6 automatic transmission, delivering smooth power and drivability that made these trucks so popular in their era. The current owner has clearly invested time and care into keeping this truck in great condition. A significant amount of work has already been done, giving peace of mind to the next owner. The brake system has been completely gone through, including a new booster, master cylinder, proportioning valve, and fresh fluid throughout. The front brakes and rotors with a hub assembly have been replaced, and the rear drums have been rebuilt. So stopping power is strong and reliable. Fuel delivery is also addressed with the main gas tank replaced. A performance muffler with a chrome tip has been added for a little more sound and style. The truck rides on practically new tires with less than 2,000 miles on them, so you're good to go for the road ahead. A tow hitch has been installed as well, adding to the truck's versatility. Inside, this F-150 continues to impress. The bench seat has been reupholstered, giving the cab a fresh, clean feel. The driver and passenger window weather stripping has also been replaced for a tighter seal. The truck even comes with its working original radio intact, a rare detail for a pickup of this vintage. To top it off, the seller is including the original wheels and hubcaps with the sale for those who want to bring it back to stock appearance. With a current smog slip in hand, this Ford is ready for its new home. Whether you're after a dependable classic driver, a clean weekend cruiser, or a pickup that combines originality with thoughtful updates, this 1979 Ford F-150 Custom is a strong candidate. The asking price is $12,500 or best offer, and given the amount of maintenance already completed, it's a fair deal for a classic that's both road-ready and collectible. Number 6. The 1970 Ford F100 Flareside, listed at $8,500 and located in Campbell, California. This classic pickup captures the rugged charm and distinctive styling of Ford's fifth-generation F-Series. Finished in a bold green paint, this F100 features the always eye-catching Flareside bed, a design that gives it those signature curving rear fenders and more vintage look compared to the straight-sided style side models. Under the hood, you'll find a reliable six-cylinder engine paired with a manual transmission and rear-wheel drive. With just 41,455 miles showing on the odometer, this truck offers a rare opportunity to own a vintage pickup that hasn't been driven into the ground. While it may not boast modern horsepower numbers, the smooth, straightforward drivetrain makes it easy to maintain, easy to work on, and full of old-school driving character. The overall condition is listed as good, and it carries a clean title, so the next owner can enjoy peace of mind. Being more than 50 years old, this F100 has that perfect blend of nostalgia and utility. It's the kind of truck that draws attention at local shows, yet it still has the bones to be put to work if you choose. For collectors and enthusiasts, the 1970 model year sits in a sweet spot. By this point, Ford had refined the F-Series design to deliver a more comfortable ride, better handling, and improved durability. The Flareside bed in particular makes this example stand out, as fewer were ordered compared to a more common style side, giving a little more rarity and appeal. This particular truck, offered at $8,500, represents a solid value. It's priced well within reach for someone who wants a true vintage Ford pickup without having to spend big money at auction. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a platform for restoration, or simply a reliable piece of Americana to add to your garage, this 1970 Ford F100 Flareside has all the right ingredients. Classic design, a clean title, low miles, and an asking price that makes sense. It's the kind of deal that doesn't come around every day. Number 7. The 1976 Ford F-150 long bed, priced at $7,500 and located in Guthrie, Oklahoma. This classic half-ton pickup is a true workhorse from Ford's sixth generation of F-Series trucks. Built strong and simple, This 1976 F-154 by Ford comes equipped with a legendary 300 cubic inch inline-six engine, paired to a rugged 4-speed manual transmission. Known for its durability and torque, the 300 straight six has long been respected by enthusiasts as one of Ford's toughest engines. With 196,000 miles on the odometer, this truck has seen plenty of use, but it's still running and driving. The seller notes the motor is getting a little tired, but the fundamentals are solid and everything works as it should. For someone looking for a classic pickup to enjoy, maintain, or refresh, this F-150 is a great candidate. The body is described as very solid overall, with only some minor rust, remarkably good for a truck that's nearly 50 years old. It rides on a set of new wheels and tires, which not only add to its reliability, but also give a fresh, capable stance on the road or trail. Inside, the cabin is in fair condition for its age. The interior will need some attention, specifically a new dash pad and a replacement instrument cluster bezel, but otherwise, it remains a functional and usable space. These trucks were designed with simplicity in mind, which means restoring or upgrading the interior is straightforward and affordable compared to modern pickups. The long bed configuration makes this truck not only collectible but also practical, offering plenty of utility for hauling, towing, or weekend projects. For collectors, the 1976 model year falls right in the hard classic F-Series era, when trucks were still built tough, free of modern electronics, and style with clean, boxy lines that remain popular today. At $7,500, this F-150 represents a strong value for anyone looking to own a classic American pickup with character and potential. Whether you want to drive it as is, restore it into a showpiece, or keep it as a rugged weekend hauler, this 76 Ford is a solid foundation to build on. Number 8. The 1979 Chevrolet Silverado C30, priced at $13,500 and located in Queen Creek, Arizona. Here we have a truck that represents one of the strongest eras in Chevrolet's history of building dependable, heavy-duty pickups. This 1979 Chevrolet Silverado C30 is a true square-body legend, a one-ton workhorse that was built to last, and after more than 4 decades, it's still here to prove it. The first thing that stands out about this truck is its condition. With only 53,000 original miles, the C30 has lived a far easier life than most of its kind. While many trucks from this era were worked hard on farms, job sites, or long hauling trips, this one has been kept clean, preserved, and remains almost completely unmodified. It's a genuine time capsule from the late 70s. Under the hood, you'll find Chevrolet's trusted 350 cubic inch V8 engine, a motor known for its durability and straightforward design. Paired with a factory 4-speed manual transmission, it gives you both control and confidence on the road. This truck wasn't just about brute strength. It came with comfort features that made it ahead of its time. Factory air conditioning, power steering, and power brakes made driving it not only powerful, but also surprisingly smooth. And then there's the interior. One of the most unique and desirable aspects of the Silverado C30 is its factory bucket seats. Back in 1979, this was not a common option. You had to special order it. That makes this truck even rarer, and a real standout piece for collectors today. Combined with its overall originality, it offers an authentic late 70s driving experience that you just can't replicate. The square body era of Chevrolet trucks, running from the early 70s into the 80s, has become one of the most popular classic truck lines in today's market. Enthusiasts love them for their boxy, timeless styling, rugged construction, and simplicity that makes them easy to maintain. And with this truck's originality and low mileage, it's exactly the kind of example serious buyers look for. Whether you're a collector who wants a pristine, unmodified Survivor, or an enthusiast who wants to relive the golden age of American pickups, this Silverado C30 delivers. Trucks like this don't come up often, especially in this kind of condition, with a clean title and such low mileage. Priced at $13,500, this is a strong opportunity to own a piece of Chevrolet's heritage, one that's ready to be enjoyed today and preserved for the future. Number 9. The 1982 Ford F-150 XL, priced at $5,000 and located in Spokane. Here's a clean survivor from the early 80s, a truck that shows how well Ford built its F-Series workhorses. This 1982 Ford F-150 XL is a long bed, two-wheel drive pickup that has managed to stay straight, rust-free, and original, except for a little patina that only adds to its character. Trucks like this don't just show up every day, especially in this kind of condition. Under the hood sits Ford's bulletproof 300 cubic inch straight six, a motor that earned its reputation for reliability and torque. It's paired with a tough C6 automatic transmission and a 9-inch rear end, the same combination that helped make Ford's pickups a favorite among both workers and enthusiasts. To give it some extra breath and sound, the truck has been fitted with an Offenhauser 4-barrel intake, Edelbrock 1404 carburetor, a straight pipe, and a thrush glassback muffler. The result is an engine that runs stronger, breathes better, and gives off that deep old-school truck rumble. Mileage on the odometer shows just 82,845 miles. Given the overall rust-free condition, it could very well be accurate, but either way, this F-150 has clearly been well cared for. The interior is all original, with every gauge and light in working order. The factory AM radio is still in place. The heater works great, and even the original seat is in solid condition aside from the driver's side wear. It still has factory AC, though the compressor pulley needs to be installed and the system recharged. Cosmetically, this truck holds on to its vintage character while showing off some tasteful updates. It sits on massive 24-inch wheels with Toyo Prox tires that have less than 1,000 miles on them. Despite the modern stance, the body remains true to its original form. Clean lines, honest patina, and a look that's both rugged and nostalgic. Mechanically, a lot of care has gone into keeping this truck reliable. In the last 500 miles, it's had a long list of new parts installed, with receipts to prove it. That includes a full brake system overhaul, rotors, calipers, pads, drums, cylinders, hoses, and a new master cylinder. It also has a new alternator, fuel pump, fuel line hoses, sending units for both tanks, and even new belts for the power steering and alternator. Ignition parts have been refreshed with new plugs, cap, rotor, and a blue streak coil. The mirrors, door seals, and lighting lenses have also been replaced, ensuring both safety and a refreshed look. There's still a few projects left: an oil pan gasket, timing cover gasket, front main seal, and a rear gas tank replacement. But the seller already has most of the parts needed, including a brand new rear tank and an Edelbrock electric choke kit for carb. For the next owner, it's more about finishing touches than major repairs. At $5,000, this 1982 Ford F-150 XL is a fantastic opportunity to own a clean, mostly original, and well-documented classic truck. It's reliable enough to drive as is, unique enough to show off at meets, and simple enough to keep working on. Trucks like this remind us why the F-Series became America's best-selling pickup year after year. Number 10. The 1986 Chevrolet C10, listed at $11,000 and located in Britt. Here's a square body that brings together originality, comfort, and the kind of preservation you rarely see outside of the southern states. This 1986 Chevrolet C10 Silverado has lived its entire life in Georgia, which means one very important thing for classic truck buyers: no rust. The clean body and solid frame are proof of how well a southern life treats a vintage Chevy, and that alone makes this truck a standout. With just 36,786 miles showing on the odometer, this C10 feels more like a time capsule than a used pickup. It's equipped with an automatic transmission that keeps driving smooth and easy, whether you're rolling through town or cruising down the highway. Being a Silverado trim, it comes with plenty of comfort and convenience features that made these trucks special in the mid-'80s, like power windows, power door locks, and a tilt steering column. Back then, these options weren't just luxuries. They were the future of pickup trucks, giving owners a sense of refinement that paired perfectly with Chevrolet's rugged dependability. On the outside, this truck keeps a clean and classic look, with newer tires that ensure it's ready for the road. It's also been fitted with a bed cover, adding both protection and style, making the C10 just as practical for hauling as it is for showing off at a local meet. The glass has been replaced, keeping visibility crystal clear, and inside, the seat has a new cover, preserving comfort while maintaining that vintage Chevy feel. What makes this truck truly special is its balance. It's not an over-the-top restoration, nor is it a rough project. Instead, it's a well-kept, rust-free survivor that still wears its originality with pride while benefiting from thoughtful updates to keep it reliable. For collectors, that's gold. Originality mixed with usability. The square body era has exploded in popularity, and with trucks like this, it's easy to see why. Clean lines, timeless design, and the rugged Chevrolet build quality all combine into a package that looks as good today as it did in the mid-'80s. Whether you're after a classic weekend cruiser, a show-worthy pickup, or simply a solid truck to enjoy as is, this 1986 C10 Silverado delivers. At $11,000 or best offer, it's priced right in the sweet spot for someone who wants a truck with real collector potential but doesn't want to start from scratch. Trucks like this don't sit around long, especially ones that have spent their whole life in the South, free of rust and with mileage this low. Number 11. The 1986 Ford F-150, listed at $8,000, is located in New Waterford, Ohio. This classic truck comes equipped with one of the most durable and well-respected engines Ford has ever built, the Ford 300 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine. It is paired with a dependable four-speed manual transmission, giving the driver a strong balance of power and control, as well as the simple mechanical design that classic truck enthusiasts truly appreciate. What makes this particular 1986 Ford F-150 stand out is the amount of care and maintenance that has already been invested into it. The current owner has gone through the truck with dedication, making sure that many of the most important components have been renewed and refreshed. The suspension has been fitted with all new bushings, helping restore the handling and ride comfort to a level much closer to when the truck was originally built. The braking system has also received attention with brand new rotors, brand new brake pads, and brand new wheel bearings and seals installed on the front end. This not only provides safety, but also ensures that the truck drives with confidence on the road. In addition to the suspension and braking upgrades, the carburetor has been replaced with a new unit, providing more reliable starting and smoother running. The cylinder head has been freshened up as well, which included the installation of new valve seals and a brand new head gasket. Both the brake booster and the water pump have also been replaced, eliminating two common maintenance concerns for trucks of this age. To further improve the ride, the shocks were changed less than a year ago, which adds stability and makes the truck much more comfortable when driving over rougher roads. With all of these updates completed, this Ford F-150 is reported to run and drive excellently. It is ready for its next owner to enjoy without having to worry about many of the mechanical issues that often come in an older classic truck. It would make an excellent daily driver for someone who appreciates vintage Ford toughness, a weekend cruiser to show off at local car meets, or even a solid foundation for a full restoration project. The seller is asking $8,000 or best offer and has also mentioned that he is willing to consider trades. Specifically, he is open to trading for other trucks or for a dump trailer of similar value. This flexibility makes it an appealing opportunity for buyers who might have another vehicle to exchange. Overall, this 1986 Ford F-150 is more than just a pickup truck. It represents an era of Ford design that emphasized strength, simplicity, and long-lasting durability. With the amount of recent work completed, it stands as a reliable and road-ready example of a classic truck that is becoming harder to find in such well-cared-for condition. Number 12. The 1987 Ford F-150 long bed, listed for $799, is located in Hesperia, California. This 1987 Ford F-150 is being offered in a rather unique way compared to the other classic trucks we have seen so far. Instead of being presented as a fully restored or carefully maintained classic, this particular truck is being sold as a part-out vehicle, meaning that the seller is open to either selling it piece by piece for its valuable components or allowing the buyer to take the entire truck at once for one low price. The asking price of the entire vehicle is just $799, which makes it one of the most affordable listings you are likely to find for a complete Ford truck of this era. The truck itself is a long bed model, a configuration that has always been popular among buyers who value practicality, cargo space, and durability. It shows 124,693 miles on the odometer, which, for a truck built in 1987, is relatively modest. The vehicle is equipped with an automatic transmission, making it easier to drive for a wide range of potential buyers compared to a manual gearbox. Although the listing does not provide extensive details about the condition of the engine, body, or interior, the fact that it is being advertised primarily as a parts vehicle suggests that it may not currently be in perfect running or driving condition. However, for someone who owns another Ford F-150 of the same era, particularly from the 7th generation of F-Series trucks, which ran from 1980 to 1986 and into the early styling changes of 1987, this could represent an excellent opportunity to source hard-to-find original parts. Classic trucks from this time period are becoming more collectible, and finding original sheet metal, trim pieces, or even mechanical components like engines, transmissions, or rear ends can be both expensive and difficult. By purchasing this 1987 Ford F-150 as a whole, a buyer could either bring it back to life as a project vehicle or use it as a donor truck to support another restoration project already in progress. For the right person, this listing offers two paths. Either strip it for valuable components and make use of every part, or commit to a budget-friendly restoration project starting at under $800. Either way, the low entry price makes it highly attractive, especially for someone located nearby who can easily tow it home. The seller makes it very clear. You can part it out, or you can come and get the entire truck in one purchase. No matter what option you choose, this 1987 Ford F-150 long bed stands as a reminder of just how versatile and useful these classic American trucks were, and still can be today. Number 13. The 1987 Ford F-150 Lariat, listed at $9,500, is located in Prince Frederick, Maryland. This 1987 Ford F-150 represents an important moment in the history of the Ford F-Series lineup. By the late 1980s, Ford already established itself as the best-selling truck manufacturer in America, and the F-150 was quickly becoming the benchmark for durability, practicality, and everyday usability. What makes this particular model stand out is that it is an XLT Lariat, one of the highest trim levels available at the time, offering a blend of rugged utility and refined comfort that appealed to both working professionals and casual drivers. The truck is configured as a two-wheel drive regular cab with a 133-inch wheelbase and a style side bed design, giving it that clean, classic Ford look. It is powered by the dependable 5.0-liter electronic fuel injection V8 engine, which was an important step forward in technology during this period. Electronic fuel injection provided more reliability, easier cold starts, and improved fuel economy compared to the older carbureted engines. Paired with an automatic overdrive transmission, this F-150 was designed for smooth highway cruising as well as everyday use. The odometer shows 115,000 miles, which is quite reasonable for a truck that is nearly 4 decades old. With proper maintenance, the 5.0-liter V8 engines from this era are known to run strong well past 200,000 miles, making this a vehicle that still has plenty of life left in it. The Lariat trim level means that this truck would have originally come with upgraded interior features, such as more comfortable seating, premium trim accents, additional sound insulation, and higher-end materials compared to the standard XL or custom models. It was designed to provide a more enjoyable driving experience without sacrificing the capability that Ford trucks are known for. Although the listing does not go into extensive detail about cosmetic condition, the price of $9,500 suggests that this truck has been well maintained and preserved. Trucks from the late 1980s are increasingly gaining popularity among collectors and enthusiasts, especially on modified examples with clean titles and strong drivetrains. For someone looking to own a piece of American truck history, this 1987 Ford F-150 Lariat represents both a practical driver and a potential collector's item. Whether you are searching for a dependable weekend cruiser, a classic truck to take to local shows, or simply a well-kept example of Ford's legendary F-Series heritage, this truck is a strong candidate. The seller is asking $9,500, but also notes that best offers will be considered, giving potential buyers some room to negotiate. For the right buyer, this XLT Lariat blends classic styling, proven durability, and everyday drivability into one package that truly embodies the spirit of Ford's Built Ford Tough legacy.